Hi, this is Mark Skousen, the producer of FreedomFest, and I'm here with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and he just finished speaking to a libertarian group and got a standing ovation. I'm going to start off by giving you two quotes from Benjamin Franklin that are not very well known, but I think they resonate with your philosophy, and we'll see. The first one is, Ben Franklin said, "A virtuous and industrious people may be cheaply governed." So what does that say about America? Are we cheaply governed?
I mean, what it means is that what I was saying out there is human beings have a yearning to do good, and they don't need to be told. And when you government, we have an inclination already. We are spiritual beings, and we are biological beings. And that spiritual part of us wants to be part of a community. We want to show compassion. We want to show kindness. We want to be of service to others. And that when a government comes in and tells us to do those things, it cheapens those actions and it degrades that inclination, that muscle inside of us. And it's bad for everybody. And I think, that by Franklin is absolutely brilliant.
Maybe, Franklin was a brilliant man. And so tell me, the mandates, don't you think the vaccines and all of these things, the mandates and the prohibitions is what bugged Americans? Don't tell me what to do. If you can't persuade me, you have to pass a law. Is that how you get through these vaccines and all this sort of thing? So that's the danger, right?
Yeah, but it goes back to something else that Franklin said, which is that, warning us about the use of fear as a governing tool, and saying that any society that trades a little bit of security for a little bit of safety is going to lose both, and they deserve neither.
Yeah, that's a great line.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the second quote. "The system of America is commerce with all and war with none." To what extent have we lived up to that?
I love that, and I think that's. And who said that?
Ben Franklin.
Oh my God! Okay, well, I'm going to steal that one. I'm going to steal that one from you. I love that quote, and I think that's clear what we should be doing. And that, that really, I think emphasizes the anecdote that I started out with, which was the one that my father raised for me about the difference between the Athenians and the Spartans. That nobody remembers the battles of the Spartans or their generals or any of their great achievements, even though they were the dominant culture on the Peloponnesian Peninsula. But everybody remembers the poems of Aeschylus and the plays of Sophocles and the architecture and the art, and Venus de Milo and all of these incredible artistic achievements, because that comes from freedom. It comes from democracy. It comes from the elevation of the human spirit.
So one final question. This is Memphis, Tennessee, where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated, and the night before he gave a famous speech. I've seen them. I'm on the mountain. I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the promised land. So what's the promised land for Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
The promised land.
He died the year he was killed. The year your father was also killed, 68.
My dad was killed 2 months later, and they were both killed fighting war. Fighting that forever war military-industrial complex. And, we need, that's going to require a lot of Americans to make sacrifices to overcome this. And it is the biggest threat to our democracy and our freedom. We can't be an imperial country abroad and continue to be a democracy at home. We're going to be a surveillance state, a garrison state, a security state. The framers all agreed, and I think John Quincy Adams said it the best, that America goes not abroad in search of monsters to destroy, because that will end up destroying us.
Wow. Well, good way to end our short interview. Thank you again.
Very good.
All right.